Who do you guys think would win in a fight? 100 Spider-Mans or every single god in tabs? Personally, I think that the flying, web-slinging Spider-Man that wears tights will be able to pull off the dub today. But they are kind of looking a little bit nubby. I don't know what it is about these Spider-Mans, but it doesn't really give Spider-Man. I don't really know how to explain it, guys. Yeah, they're just kind of like running forward. And they didn't even try to dodge the god spears. This is going to be a slight problem. Spider-Man, as you guys know, usually has super strength. He has web-swinging abilities. But these guys seem like the noob version of Spider-Man. But even still, they were able to take out the first god of the day. This is awesome. Let's go, Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, and then he hit like some sort of front flip, kick flip. That was insane. Okay, well, Spider-Man wins the first one. Next up, we have an arrow god. This guy is going to be a little bit stronger than the last god, but this is nothing that the army of Spider-Mans can't handle. This is basically the movie Into the Spider-Verse, where they find all of the different types of Spider-Mans, except if all of the Spider-Mans were the exact same. Because in that movie, every Spider-Man was a little bit different. They do have giant Spider-Man. So I guess that guy was from some sort of giant universe. He just tanked like 100 arrows to the shins. I'm pretty sure his kneecaps just turned to dust, but it was worth it because the Spider-Man army wins again. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm actually starting to get kind of hyped right now. This is insane. All right, so we have an ice archer right now versus 100 Spider-Mans. Okay, you gotta be careful, Spider-Man. That's right, use your fallen brothers as a spider meat shield. That's what I'm talking about. Wow, the giant Spider-Man is taking tons of damage. Look at that, he got shot in the spleen, he got shot in the liver. He does not care. Oh, never mind, he got turned into a giant popsicle. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, what's going on, guys? Spider-Man army, I need you guys to wrap your spider senses around what's happening right now. You guys are losing this battle. This is not going well. They are trying to fight through the wall of frozen popsicle Spider-Mans, and it's not working. They just need one Spider-Man to do something Spider-Man-like. Can one of you guys maybe shoot a web? I don't care if you shoot a web out of your butt. Do something better than what you're doing right now. I have $10,000 on the line. That would be kind of crazy if I actually did. All right, well, it seems like, yeah, the Spider-Mans are now frozen Spider-Mans, and they lost to the ice popsicle arrow god. All right, well, we weren't going to win all of them today, even though I was really hoping that we would. That's fine, though. Okay, next up, we have, are those explosives? They kind of seem very explosive. Are those TNTs on the front side of an arrow? Okay, well, I don't think this is going to go too well for us. Oh my gosh, the Spider-Mans are airborne. Okay, maybe the giant Spider-Man can tank some more hits. I wish that we could send the giant first to absorb all of the hits. It could be a giant wall. Wait a second, where did the arrow guy go? I think he killed himself! Yes, let's go! I think that his arrows accidentally came back and blew up his face. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute nub. Okay, next up, we have another kind of explosive arrow god. It seems like this guy shoots out like, what even are those? Like smoke grenades on the end of his arrow? But wait a second. They're not as powerful. Oh, God. Okay, I stand corrected. That did a lot of damage. It seems like the giant is pretty powerful when he's in the back of the army, but as soon as he jumps to the front, he gets folded like a lawn chair, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so next up we have, what even are these? These are like some sort of like piercing arrows, but the fact that this god is able to shoot hundreds of them is a little bit concerning. Go! No! He just got folded. Come on. Yes! Booyah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Yes! Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man does. Can he kill every god? I'm pretty sure, but we're gonna find out. Okay, maybe not this god. Right now, we're basically watching Thor versus 100 noob Spider-Mans. I mean, I don't even know if we could call these guys Spider-Man. They're like a bunch of guys from the middle of nowhere dressed up in Spider-Man tighty-whities. and they're acting as if they are Spider-Man. They don't have any traits of Spider-Man. I haven't seen one web fling. I haven't seen any spider senses. I haven't even seen anybody with an IQ higher than 30. Now, the fact that there's 100 of them is pretty good. That's the only promising thing we have going for us, except when we have to go up against a giant harpoon spear gun, because that just killed us in one single hit. We just got toasted and roasted like a pork sausage. Next up, we have, okay, another giant shooter thingy. I don't even know. I didn't get a good look at it. What is shooting right now? Because that thing is insane. Now, for whatever reason, it doesn't look like it does a lot of damage. Even though it's firing, it's rapid firing right now. It is not doing tons of damage right now. The Spider-Man army might be able to sneak through this. Come on, guys. Come on. Just keep going. Yo, the giant on one leg. No way. Okay. Go. Yeah, booty blast. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, absorb. No, you guys are so close, you idiots. You were literally right there. Come on. Ah, dang it. I hate when we get so close, but so far. Oh, no. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys noticed what god we're going up against. It is the dancing, Fortnite lobbying ninja shuriken god. Look at that. He was on the ground and he's still throwing shurikens. He is not giving up. Oh, I think he gave up. No, he's not. Wait, what? I thought we got a hit off. No way he's coming back for that. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Bro. Nah. Can we get an instant replay on that? What? How did he just win that? Guys, this is a problem, okay? I thought that it was gonna be all tied up after that last one. I thought that the shuriken, Fortnite dancing, flossing god was gonna do damage, but I didn't know he was gonna be able to come back from the trenches. He basically lost that last battle. I thought one of the Spider-Man wound up and slapped him in the face, but apparently not. Okay, we have, who even is this? This is some sort of musketeer. And yeah, Spider-Man, you know, even though he's very strong, if you bring out a gun, I don't think most superheroes are gonna do great, especially Spider-Man, when he's like, you know, based on Earth. Yeah, he's still, you know, pretty powerful, but if you pull out an AK-47 against Spider-Man, I don't think Spider-Man wins that one. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this, on the other hand, we might be able to pull this off. If the giant can fight through these tiny little bomb explosions, and he did! Yes! Spider-Man! I can't believe that. That is actually crazy. Dude, the giant did the craziest finisher I've ever seen. He's clearly been playing Mortal Kombat. That was insane. He took the bomber's soul. Okay, I don't even know who this god is. I think we've seen him in the last video. Yeah, that was the candlestick god. Not very powerful. Not even close to being powerful. That was honestly pretty embarrassing. I would not call myself a god after that. Okay, what are the Spider-Man doing? The Spider-Man in the bottom left just sacrificed themselves for no good reason. I do not understand Spider-Man sometimes. These are low IQ Spider-Man. These are mouth-breathing Spider-Man. Now, I just need them to pull it off. I don't mean to insult you, Spider-Mans, but you guys could be doing a lot better. The giant is... I was going to say something nice about the giant. I'm going to take it back because that was embarrassing. Okay, well, yeah, the gods are... Well, they're godding right now. The gods are godding, and this is about to be a slaughter. What are we even going up against? We're going up against a god that can throw flaming electric spears that is on the back of a woolly elephant. Are you kidding me right now? Wait, did we do damage? Oh. Whoa! Oh, okay, the elephant was part of the attack. The elephant died. Okay, so can we consider that like a half point? We were so close. And the god fell over at the end because he was exhausted from killing Spider-Mans. Next up, we have, what even are we looking at here? It looks like 2 children are stacked on the shoulders of each other. It looks like they're trying to get into the movie theater to see a rated R movie. Me and my friends tried that one time. It did not work. It did not work at all. We had a trench coat and everything. But these guys, on the other hand, it seems like their strategy might be a little bit better than me and my friend's strategy. It's going pretty well. But we do have one Spider-Man. Oh, no, he was right there. So yeah, the fact that they have 2 different people attacking. No. You guys literally, you had it. Get up, Spider-Man. No, get up. You can do it. I just watched a Spider-Man get his brains deleted. Dang it. How How are these gods surviving? Oh, this one's over. I've seen this god before, ladies and gentlemen. I know how this battle ends. This is not a good battle for the Spider-Mans. If I could, I would tell them to retreat. I would tell them to go and get Iron Man. They need the upgraded MCU Iron Spider armor. This is not good. They're basically going up against Thor and Stormbreaker, except Thor is able to throw 100 Stormbreakers at the same exact time. This is not good. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. I knew this was gonna be bad from the get-go. And it was. It was extremely bad. Okay, well, this is not looking great. The Spider-Man army was able to win 6 times. Okay, they won this last time. We have another Shuriken, Fortnite lobbying, flossing dude. I think we might be able to take him down. See, the Shurikens, they don't do a lot of damage, but he does spam the Shurikens like crazy. Listen to this guy. This guy is a genius. If you subscribe right now, you will actually turn into Spider-Man tomorrow. I can't make any promises about that, but I'm 95% sure that that's true. Especially if you go on Amazon and you order a Spider-Man onesie. Anyway, so, seems like the Shuriken guy maybe went to Shuriken school because he's a lot better now. He still is dancing, but it looks like he's throwing out a lot more Shurikens. This is not fair. He is like a garden hose sprinkling all over the lawn, except the garden hose is not sprinkling water, it is sprinkling Shurikens. Well, okay, that might have been the strongest boss yet. And then we have the rocket launching god. This is going to be a slaughter. No, I can't even watch this. This is terrible. No, wait, go. Why are you crab walking? What are you doing? You were right there. You were the chosen one. You were supposed to win. 2 peasant NPCs just got yeeted with spears to their spleen and forehead. This is gonna be good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all right, we've seen this guy do some serious damage in a separate video. You guys really seem to enjoy it, so if you want to see more, go ahead and throw a knife at the like button. Not actually, I think that would be kind of dangerous. What the? Oh, dodged. Epic Giga dodge. Too easy, look at that, instant replay. Bada bing, you dead. Look, he's like crying. He's got a tear coming out of his eye. He is severely outmatched. I'm pretty sure that Giga Chad NPC, his thigh is bigger than this simple peasant. Bye-bye. Have a great time. See ya. Are they fighting on Mars? Epic. Elon Musk would love this. Well, that was clearly not a challenge for Giga Chad NPC. Yeah, so he's going to go and fight other people that might actually pose somewhat of a threat. We have this spear dude. Yeah, caught. Nice try. Boom. Yeah, you're gonna have to do better than that, scrub. Look at this. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh! Wait a second. Dude, his, like, head glitched and, like, fell off. He literally just set his friend up to die. That is not being a team player. There is clearly no friendship among the peasant NPCs. I don't know exactly how they got themselves in this situation. They are just Giga Chad training right now. Giga Chad NPC is just using these guys to assert his dominance as the Giga Chad NPC. Nobody even stands close to a chance. This is unfair by like a mile. This is like the level 1 NPC peasants versus the level 100 mafia boss. There's absolutely nothing that they could do. They could try. They might get more stronger throughout today's video. But I would literally bet my entire bank account that Giga Chad NPC will be able to slap every single other NPC into the next century. It's not even close. Look at him go. Look at him. He's just punching air. He's shadow boxing. That's how good this guy is. Is he bleeding? No, that is the blood of his enemies. Giga Chad NPC is actually green, but from fighting, the blood of his enemies has stained his body, and now he is permanently stuck as red. Luckily, though, you can still see his muscles. I also did not ask this last time I watched this, but are they naked? Why are they naked? Why do they not wear clothes? I'm asking too many questions. Yes, Giga Chad has made it to round 3. I think he just broke his tibia, but that's fine. That's all a part of it. He did that so that he would be able to fight at a level playing field. He wanted to make it more fair for his enemies. What just happened? Is that lemon juice? What? I think they just like slipped on a banana peel. That was the most Looney Tunes thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, why is the other guy not fighting? Clearly, the pink-purple NPCs are trash cans. Look at this. They are literal goofy goobers right now. They are getting gung ging gonged left and right. There's literally nothing that they could do. Look at him. He's running away. Oh, okay, guys. I'm starting to think that Giga NPC might actually be blind. I've literally seen him trip on the same lemon juice like 4 times in a row. I think he actually like is just having fun. He's like, yeah, I'm totally gonna win this battle. Let me just like slip and slide real quick. Also, yeah, bad leader in the back. If you're a leader and you're not fighting with your lesser peasant people, then what are you doing as a leader? Okay, as a leader, you have to be on the front lines and show your fellow soldiers that you are willing to put your body and life on the line. But clearly, yes, this guy in the back is not a leader. He actually is just another peasant in disguise. Look at that. He has armor. He might be a little bit bigger, but oh my God, out of nowhere, John Cena just came out of nowhere. He somehow flipped upside down, and he literally hit him with a nut shot. That was insane. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. What the balls is going on? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Okay, this purple Chad cannot lose this battle. If he loses this battle, Giga NPC Chad will probably steal his axe, and then it is over. What? Did he really just ragdoll? They are both ragdolling on the lemon juice. This is actually the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. They're just... I know that they're technically called ragdolls. They're both ragdoll NPCs, but this is taking it to another level. Are they both about to fall onto Mars? They just fell down to the next level. Look at Giga NPC. He was so ready to fight. Oh, what is this? A war between cyan and pink. This is gonna be deadly. Also, why is the blue guy's eyes, why are they glowing? Does that mean he's more powerful? Has he charged up? Super Saiyan style? I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. He kind of reminds me of, like, CP3O. That knows Kung Fu. He is a Kung Fu CP3O master. Also, around the sides, it looks like there is flames and fire. I don't know if that will affect the NPCs. It does not seem like it does. This is pretty insane, actually. I do respect Giga NPC's strategy right now. He is letting the other factions battle it out to the death because he does not want to get involved. He's waiting to fight the most powerful winner. That is what Giga NPCs do. That is Giga NPC energy right there. His aura is through the roof. His aura goes all the way to Jupiter and back. Oh my God. One snap, and Giga NPC would get rid of Ohio. Okay, apparently they can light on fire. Confirmed. Confirmed. I wasn't sure about that earlier, but I can now confirm that they are on fire. This guy is literally on fire. And he's actually doing some serious damage. He's like the pink Michelin man. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, even though he's on fire, he does not care. The adrenaline is pumping through this NPC's veins. He has one mission. He is programmed to kill, no matter what. Through flames, through fire, through whatever. He doesn't care. Oh, never mind. They killed him. Okay, R.I.P. R.I.P. He's on fire still, but R.I.P. There is a guy in the distance kind of just, like, waiting. There's literally one NPC in the stands that's just, like, watching everything play out. I don't know how he got here. I don't know what his objective is, but he is having an absolute blast. Also, oh, never mind. There are two. There are two NPCs in the audience. The audience is multiplying by the second. Okay, this is going to be the fastest fight ever, right? I've seen Giga NPC Chad fight literal things that are like 10 times the size of these guys. Like, come on, this is child's play. These are rookies. Oh my God, this is like taking candy from a 5-year-old baby at Walmart. Too easy. Oh my God, dude, that was the craziest combo I've ever seen this century. That was insane. This guy is like Mike Tyson and Conor McGregor combined together to become the ultimate fighter. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. He does not stop. He literally does not stop. Look at him go. This is insane. Guys, also, we gotta give him some sort of nickname. I've just been calling him, like, Giga Chad NPC, but, like, we need some other nickname. So leave a comment down below. What should we call this man that has muscles, that also have muscles, that on top of that also have their own muscles? he has triple the amount of muscles of any normal human. I'm pretty sure he's taking steroids. 200 zombies versus literal gods. Now, the gods do get stronger over time. I believe this is the weakest of all of the gods, but it's still a god, guys. What the flip? Do you see that? My man just literally threw one spear that multiplied into 79,000 spears, and for some reason, the zombies are still moving forward. I have no idea what they're trying to do. They must be incredibly hungry if they're trying to literally fight through that many spears. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys do enjoy, by the way, let me know in the comments. I know a lot of you guys have said that I should try out tabs, so if this video gets over 5,000 likes, I will try it. All right, so the god, how did the god lose? What the crap? Are you kidding me? How does a god lose to zombies? Literally, you were able to throw 90 million spears. All right, well, we have a new god here. We have an archer god, which is pretty similar to the last one, honestly. Instead of throwing spears, it's shooting arrows. So I don't know, guys. I have a pretty bad feeling, but it's a literal god. There's no way it loses. Okay, why does it take, like, a literal 7 to 10 business days for this guy to reload? That's why you're dying. You could shoot one arrow. If you just shot it a little bit faster, you would never die. Okay, all right. These gods need to step it up. This guy, ooh, he has a brand new ability. What is this? Frozen arrows. Oh, my goodness. Yes! Check that out, ladies and gentlemen. That is so sick. Oh my gosh, he's turning the zombies into popsicle zombies. Popsicle zombie. And they're making a wall. Look at that. The other zombies can't get through. I love how they have little X's over their eyes, so you know for sure they're dead. Oh my goodness. The other ones are like trying to get through. There's literally no way. Why are they doing this? They should just turn around and jump off of the map if they were actually smart. But they don't really have brains, I guess. They eat brains, but they don't have brains themselves. At least not fully functioning brains. Okay, these zombies are... I don't even know if this is going to ever end, because our archer frozen god continually keeps trying to make more popsicle zombies. I think he did it. I think the job's done. Oh my gosh, wait a second. They're literally using their popsicle zombie brother in as a wall. It's actually genius. Maybe these zombies are smarter than I'm giving them credit for. Well, yeah, this is just going to be a slow execution of these zombies. They broke through.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, do that.
Thank you.
No problem.
And have a great day.
Yeah, you guys too. Have a great day. Like and subscribe if you have not already. It's free, it's easy, and you can always change your mind later. Unlike these zombies, who cannot change their mind because they are dead. They can... Oh, wait. One busted through. Maybe... No! Did you guys see how many arrows was in that zombie? What is this guy doing? Yo! Why is he being so sus? Well, yeah, that's what happens when a god that can freeze anything goes up against 200 zombies. We finally have a first win for the God Squad. Next up, what is that? Those are firework arrows, and that is awesome. Oh my goodness, yo. Look at the bodies. They're flying through the sky. They're getting blown to smithereens. This is awesome. What is happening? Look at that. The archer dude, he was just dancing. He was like, yeah, I did that. I killed all the zombies. You know, I would be pretty excited if that was me. What is this? Are these the same sort of things? Oh no, it's even worse for the zombies. All of the arrows were tipped with fire. And that obviously is a zombie's worst nightmare, is fire, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody knows that. Zombies do not do well against fire. Or cold, by the way. Cold and ice and fire and flamethrowers, both are very bad for zombies. They like California climate. I guess California did have fires. Never mind. They like something else. They like just a nice 70 degrees outside. What is this guy doing? Why is he walking forward? You should really not do that. We saw somebody else kind of exactly the same, except I think these arrows are a little bit different. These are like hollow tipped arrows. It did not change the outcome. The zombies have tied it up. The zombies are doing a lot better than expected today, ladies and gentlemen. What was that? Oh my flip. We have literal Zeus that decided he was gonna come out and show out for the gods. Yep, that was the quickest deletion of zombies I've ever seen in my entire life. That was basically like dropping a napalm on the zombies. Okay, this one's a little bit different. Whoa. Okay, that's a little bit more overpowered than the spears we saw at the start of today's video. That is insane. Look at them. These are a little bit more powerful. I think they're a lot stronger and they travel a lot faster. Yeah, these guys just got deleted McGeated. There's no way. There's no way they're still moving forward. Are you kidding me? Wait, shoot. Why are you not shooting? Are you serious right now? What is happening? What? Are you serious? Did the zombies just win that? No. I can't. What is happening, chicken? Mr. Chicken, how did that literally just happen? I don't understand how the gods are throwing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually starting to get mad. That is crazy. They had 3 zombies left. Okay, luckily it seems like our next god is not taking this super seriously. It seems like they are kind of just playing around. I don't think they're worried at all. There's one dude in the back, and he's just spamming rockets. That was incredible. Well done. Round of applause. Next up, we have, well, why do his knees look weak? What the? Yo! That is awesome! What? Wait, that's actually incredible. I don't know why he's moving forward. He's doing like an interpretive dance while he is ending the zombies' lives. This is incredible. This is the type of content I signed up for, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. He's dancing on them. He's like, Drug it. He cannot be stopped. This is Naruto if Naruto drank silly juice. I'm loving this. I like how his whole body just starts flailing. It's like his knees don't actually work. He has like jelly legs, but it does not stop him from throwing a bajillion shurikens. This is incredible. I can watch this all day. And he's throwing it at the corpses of the zombies. Like they're dead, but he just keeps using them as target practice. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. I wish I was that ninja. That ninja is having such a blast. Look at him go, dude. Wham, bam, see you later, man. That zombie just got yeeted. He's literally brushing them off the map. No zombie is safe. Look, I don't even know if the zombies are still alive. He is just deleting corpses at this point. And he brings the gods up. 6-4, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we still have some more gods in front of us. But guys, comment down below right now. Who do you think will win at the end? The zombies, can they make a comeback? Or will the gods hold on to their victory right now? Based off of this god, I'm getting a little bit worried because the zombies are getting kind of close. Okay, yeah, charge up the musket. There you go. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, charge it up a little bit faster. This is the bad part about muskets, ladies and gentlemen. They take like 5 business days to reload. Seriously, the zombies win again. There's not even that many. Okay, 200 zombies. I could take out 200 zombies. All you need to do is give me 10 seconds and a flamethrower, and they're all dead. Now, bombs are also pretty darn effective. This god is so nonchalant. Look at that. Every 10 seconds are just like... Look at that. Dude, all of the zombies look like noodles. Well, we can't see all of them, but yeah, we're just gonna assume they're all dead. All right, guys, the gods are holding on to victory right now. Next up, we have, what is this? Are those ice balls? We have Ice Ball Man. Go, Ice Ball Man, yeah. Okay, why is he not that powerful? Dude, he's about to get overrun. Why is he not walking backwards? Why do the gods not know how to walk backwards? Did anybody teach them when they were young? Did they not have dads teach them how to walk backwards? This is so sad. Okay, it's all almost tied up. It's 7-6. What the flip did he just send out? What the? That looks like me after Taco Bell. Oh my gosh, that was straight flames. That is insanity. Oh my gosh, I love the camera angle too, so we can see the people at the front of the zombie line. They get thrown back with the force of 10,000 winds. That is incredible. This might be the second most powerful god that we've seen today. That was insane. I think Zeus is still definitely number one, but wait a second, guys. We have a literal elephant, and we have a god on top of an elephant. Oh my gosh, what are those? Explosion? Wait, do they explode? Oh yeah, they do. We have legit rockets. This guy throws rocket-propelled javelins. That is crazy. And yeah, I mean, we kind of all knew that they were gonna win. I mean, they were riding on a flipping elephant. How do you lose that? Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have, wait, this is kind of like the second god. This is like the arrow god. I don't know exactly what's different here. It looks like they're kind of just doing the same thing, the arrow attack. Maybe there's more arrows. I didn't really take the time to count. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's an arrow dude, but he has like a shield. So if the zombies did get close, maybe they wouldn't even get to attack because they would be shielded. That's a 9,000 IQ play. But it didn't really matter. Yeah, they all got deaded. They are unalived right now, hanging out with their brothers. Wait, if you kill a zombie, technically because they're already dead, like, are they dead again? Do they just stay dead? How does that work? Well, I can confirm, whatever it is, they are 100% dead now. If they weren't dead before, they are dead. There must have been one zombie hiding under the horde. Whoa, look at this. Yo, he's throwing Mjolnir. Oh no, wait, that's definitely more like Stormbreaker. That is crazy. We have Thor, legit god of thunder. More importantly, he's the god of slaying zombies. Oh my gosh, they didn't even get close to the tunnel. This is embarrassing. I would not want to be a zombie today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm getting a little bit worried. It looks like he's walking forward. If he gets touched by a zombie, I'm pretty sure he loses. Okay, I don't even... Why did I open my big, dumb, ugly mouth? That wasn't even close. What was I worried about? Legit nothing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting towards the end. Who is this? Wait, we have Shuriken Man. Shuriken Man is back. Okay, he's throwing out even more Shurikens. This is like an AK-47 of Shuriken. A Shuriken 47 machine. Look at that. He's spinning around. He's doing dance moves. He's doing interpretive dances. Meanwhile, he's throwing out Shurikens. Like literally there's no tomorrow. Imagine you just roll up to a Walmart and you see this man. What do? Comment down below. I literally have no answers. Oh my goodness. The zombies are looking at each other like, we were not expecting this. This is not what we expected at all. Wow, okay, yeah, they don't do that much damage. They kind of do almost no damage, but he keeps pushing forward. But he fell. Did he kill himself? I think he literally broke his leg and then died. That is insane. Well, we still do have, I think, a few more gods. Oh my goodness, what? This god can spawn in fireworks? What the? Oh yeah, the zombies legit did not stand a chance from the start of that battle. That was incredible. A world without music. Oh no, it's a bird. The bird can't even sing.
Fucking freezing up here. Crazy.
The birds don't even make sounds, dude. They just talk normally. Look at that. They're dancing outside of a barber shop to a jackhammer. Seriously, even the ice cream truck can't make
everyone,
songs.
and welcome to my tutorial. Today
What?
we will be
Ooh,
practicing
turn it
the
up.
multiplication
Seriously?
Love
table
this
of 3.
one.
Dude,
Let's
imagine
get started.
listening to a
1 times
tutorial
3
and you're like,
equals 3.
yeah,
Turn it down.
yeah, this is awesome, yeah.
Boys.
Turn that stuff up.
1, 2, 3. Testing.
Is he gonna sing a
Testing.
song?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can all hear you.
Thanks.
Oh, it's literally a microphone testing festival because they can't have music. Wait, guys, that kind of sounds like music notes. Oh, it literally broke the space-time continuum.
Make a note of that.
Yeah, make a note that we just can't have music. Next up, a world without garbage. That actually sounds pretty good.
Come on, pass me the bag.
Okay, so there's a garbage truck, and they're throwing the garbage to the people. But it can't be garbage because this is a world without garbage. So instead of garbage, they're getting presents. Every day is Christmas. Okay, it looks like when the leaves fall, they get eaten by plants because leaves are, I guess, garbage. That, you know, that's more or less true. I don't think that leaves are garbage. Just part of the cycle of life. Okay, so you're getting rid of the paper, but instead of actually throwing it away because there's no garbage, the paper actually gets erased, uncrumbled, and then reused. So what happens if, like, there ever is garbage? Wait, he's he's just hanging out. He can't even poop.
Today's topic: strange objects are invading the city.
What are
We
they?
see one of them from our news van.
Does anybody understand? What is happening? Is that an anti-garbage machine?
Watch out.
What is happening? Okay, it's going up to the spaceship. Wait a second, so at the end, I don't know exactly what happened, but did all of the garbage cans just fly away to an alien planet because they had no use in that world? I think that's what happened.
A world without...
Next up, a world without what
And
did
now
they
I'm
just
gonna sing
say?
my most
Oh,
famous
memory.
song, the one that made it possible for me to be here in front of all of you, and it goes like this.
Okay, in all honesty, sorry, cut. In all honesty, I think that a world without memory, like, there just can't be a world, right? Like, I know that most animals, even they have memories. Like squirrels, they bury their nuts for the winter, so they have to remember where they buried the nuts. And even people, we have to remember, like, what words mean in order to communicate with other people. So I don't even think that a world can exist if memory just is gone.
Damn it, how did it,
I guess this is better than a world without music. Oh, he has post-it notes everywhere. He doesn't even know what it's time for.
Of our country?
How is he supposed to remember
I
this?
have no idea. I don't know either. That's why I was asking. Go on. You got a 10, Rodriguez.
That is amazing.
Yes. Just go.
You couldn't even have school if nobody had a memory.
Hey, how's it going? Can I play? Do you know him? No, he doesn't look familiar. He looks
So nobody would know anybody. Basically, you wouldn't know who was even in your family. You wouldn't really know how to sing songs because you couldn't remember the words. And you wouldn't remember, like, your left from your right. You literally couldn't do anything in this world.
a bit clumsy. Let's ask one of them. They look like nice guys. Give me all the money. Hello.
He's buying stuff.
Of course, sir. Here you go.
He
Thanks.
went back
Have a
into
nice
buy
day.
stuff. That was creative. Oh my gosh. That was my favorite one yet. That would be such a funny world to live in if, like, nobody had any memory, or like everybody just had dementia and they were like Dory from Finding Nemo, and then every 5 seconds they just forget everything that they were thinking. That would be amazing for about a day, and then it would get very annoying. Next up, a world without
Elbows.
elbows. How do you... How did they think of this?
Hello. It's like that, you see. You shake their hand and they grab your shoulder.
They should make a follow-up to this, like a world without joints. And then everybody is just like stiff walking around, like waddling like penguins because nobody can bend their knees. And then also like all of your fingers are just extended at all times and you have to like pick up stuff like this. I like that idea. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna leave a comment. Yes! Amazing! Great content! I guess I never really thought about how useful elbows are until this video. Wow,
It's the greatest creation.
they're doing elbow surgery.
It's unimaginable to humans.
Wait, guys, why did they have to cut into his heart? That seems so random. They made Frank an elbow! Oh my gosh, he's an abomination. He can bend his arms and pick his nose and
It's wonderful.
they love it.
The end.
Okay, note to self, world without elbows,
World without
not good.
adults.
A world without adults, every kid's dream.
I don't have time. I'm going to work. This chocolate milk doesn't pay for itself.
You would think that in a world without any adults, that the kids would just like not have any rules and they would just do whatever they want. But when you think about it, the kids would just have to do what the adults do, or else the world wouldn't be able to run the same that it does. There would be no grocery store. There would be no Netflix. There would be no electricity because the adults make it all happen. Unless it's China. Nice car. Pet shock. Okay, so this is truly like a very young society.
And that's how my book seeks to dialogue with the reader. And that's reflected in this, my latest and most sincere work.
Look at it. Oh my gosh, this kid's like 11 years old and they're treating him like he just won the Nobel Prize when he literally just made a coloring book and he didn't even do a good job of coloring it in.
And any questions from the audience? It's me. Who pooped their pants?
Say what now? Everybody said yes. Because they're all kids. International debt? What are yeah, they just do rock, paper, scissors to settle any dispute. Oh, this would be amazing.
Travels at 500 kilometers per hour.
I want to read some stuff on the board. It randomly says 300M question mark. There's a Santa Claus up on the wall. It just says 500,000 wobbly. I think one of them just says the environment. One of them says Kramus, San Nicholas. It looks like most of their calculations are literally just trying to figure out, is Santa real? And how does he do the things that he does?
I've got it.
Is it cartoon time?
Oh my gosh. They barely did any work. Oh, that's another one of those where I would want to see it for like a week and then I would want to go back to the world that we live in.
World without
Next up, a world without pain.
Are you breaking up with me, Barbara?
Oh no.
Yes.
Barbara, no.
Tell me the truth. Is there someone else?
Oh my gosh, don't say yes. No.
Tom, your childhood friend.
Well, that's horrible.
I knew it.
He should be so sad.
Nice couple.
See, guys, I was thinking physical pain. I did not think about emotional pain, which is so much worse. You know, a lot of the times physical pain, you know, it's pretty bad sometimes, like, you know, you skin your elbow, but it's way better than your dad leaving you for milk and then never coming back, you know?
Well, good luck.
That got a little too serious. Oh.
We're not going to stop until you confess.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah?
This is horrible. He can't even feel the damage.
And the drunk man says, so this isn't my giraffe.
Haha. Is he gonna laugh so hard that, oh, what the?
Okay, ready. New kidney.
Thanks, Doc.
Guys, I don't know if you actually knew this or not, but there are some people that have this very rare disease that basically makes it so that they can't feel pain. And you think that it's a good thing, but really, it's very dangerous because let's say like they put their hand on like a hot surface, they don't know that it's hot because they can't feel the pain. So they just have third-degree burns without actually knowing it. Like pain, even though it hurts, is a good thing.
Next, my turn. Drill.
Okay, that is
Want
disgusting.
something for my head, Doc? Yeah, sure.
Perfect.
I recommend using it every 12 hours when it's sunny.
That's funny. Oh, nice. Oh, ow. Oh, ouch.
All right, ref, you gonna play like that? You messed my hair up.
He messed my hair up. Wow.
We are gathered here to bid farewell to our friend, who died in peace and contentment.
Are they actually
choked
gonna be
death in a
dead?
Fishbone, while being eaten alive by 2 crocodiles in the Amazon.
That sounds
Now let's proceed to
horrible.
auction off his assets. Let's start with a 60-inch TV.
Bro,
Confess at
they're still
once.
torturing this man.
Who am I?
The end.
Not bad. I like that one. That one, even though it sounds good, just like all of these other ones, maybe would not actually be that great.
A world
Next up, a world without
ducks.
ducks.
Presenting Mickey Mouse. Goofy the dog.
This is one of those that I've never thought about. What? No Donald Duck? Oh my gosh. This changes everything. The dynamic is all off.
Excuse me, who are you feeding? Carla.
Okay, guys, I don't want to be that guy, but wouldn't there be like geese or like a swan or like a squirrel or a turtle that would eat this bread that he's throwing into the water? Not this random homeless man that thinks he's a fish.
It's amazing how they migrate in winter, always in a V shape.
Huh? Oh. Interesting.
And number 2 is the one that's shaped like a diplodocus.
Say what now? A diplodocus?
Go get 'em, boy. All right.
He brought back a dragon. Because you can't hunt ducks if they're not real. So, of course, you hunt dragons. That's actually so funny.
Family, the day we eat.
Q-Duxus season. What are they making? Are they trying to make a duck? That is just not even close to a duck. That is a goldfish rabbit.
It can't be.
He got away.
Oh no. Oh no.
They stopped.
Wait, it has duck feet.
Horrific existence.
What if it's a platypus? Oh my gosh, I knew it! I knew it would be a platypus! Oh, that was my favorite.
Without
A world without
windows.
windows. Interesting. So is he outside or he's just looking at a fan?
Okay, now turn right. I'm driving all right. No, turn right.
He
Oh.
has no windows. Look at that, the glass factory in the back.
Do you recognize the
Bankrupt.
culprit of the murder?
No, he can't see because there's not a window.
It looks a bit like him.
Or, oh no,
I
he's
don't
too
know.
close. Usually they look from behind a window where it's safe.
If my calculations are correct, my beloved's room is right here. Let's go.
She's not going to be able to hear you, dude. Also, it's the wrong room. Unless he actually loves that man. What are they making? A window into a new world?
Eureka.
Oh, careful, dude. Don't, careful! Oh, I had a feeling that might happen. Windows are dangerous. What is he doing? What are you doing? What is that? You're breaking my screen.
Who's that?
Hi, it's me. Hey, what the? They just broke the fourth wall and insulted me.
Without
Next up, a world without
Well, there's
decisions.
one about the cars that go fast, the guy who lives his whole life in a simulation, the guy who wants to rob a bank, the one about the murderer, the other one about the murderer, the other one about the murderer.
I love coming to watch the Netflix catalog with you.
Wait a second, guys. I feel like I have this problem where I either go on Netflix or YouTube or somewhere else, and I am just scrolling constantly looking for a show. And then sometimes I don't ever find anything that I actually want to watch. I'm like, wow, I've been scrolling for 30 minutes? I could have been watching something this entire time.
We found it.
What to do?
This is very advanced technology.
Oh my god.
Oh, the terrorists did it. We're going to die.
They have 38 hours! But they can't make a decision. Oh, wow. So every single restaurant would only have one item so that people did not have to make a decision. That's actually genius. You get the noodles, and that's it. You don't get upset. Don't choose your own adventure. You just go down the adventure that we choose. Like every other book.
It's a tie. We heard a few words from President Mendez 78th, who once again retains his office.
Son of a bitch!
He wants to get out so bad, but nobody can make a decision, so he can never get out. I wonder how he got there in the first place. Okay, well, this is never going to end. There's so many things in the world that rely on you to make a decision, even if it's as simple as moving a chess piece. Stalemate again, good sir. Yes, yes. Good fight, good fight.
Crazy.
Oh, why is everything so difficult?
Oh, I know. What if we accept our own weakness as humans to make a choice and we anchor the resolution to some inanimate object to feel relieved of the burden of taking charge of our own destiny?
That sounds very complicated.
Let's see.
Oh no! No! You're crazy!
The end.
That was good.
World without
A world without
losers.
losers. Oh, wait.
Proposes herself
What am I gonna do?
representing her country. She positions herself and
Everybody's a winner in here.
perfect splash.
But guys, she did a cannonball. The whole point of diving is to not make a splash. And she did a cannonball. Okay, you definitely came in last place. They literally just do it again. This is like when you're, 10 years old playing soccer and everybody gets a trophy just for playing. Even if you came in dead last.
After a real sporting spectacle, great sportsmen and women and people, a photo that will go down in sporting history.
Don't get me wrong, that's probably amazing for everybody to be a winner. But if everybody's a winner, then is anybody actually a winner? Everybody's the same. Everybody's gonna be a bajillionaire from casinos. Look at that. Casinos couldn't even exist if there were never losers. The new film that will win the Oscar, coming soon. Wow, dude, everybody lives such a fantastic life. Oh, this guy is a winner. Look at that, he's gonna win. All the stocks are up. There's no red. Red doesn't even exist as a color in this world. Only green.
Well, how are we doing?
Fantastic.
Sorry, boss. At this rate, we're going to have to take drastic measures.
Why?
Let's do it.
What are they gonna do? Build a bigger building? Oh.
The value of the assets this week multiplied the profit 6 times.
Are
Believe it or
you
not.
kidding me?
The end.
Oh, dude, I would not want to live in that world.
World without religion.
A world without religion? Okay, this is impossible. This would never ever happen. People love
Add
religion.
the fruit and let it marinate
Okay.
until the next full moon. Is
What?
everyone following along?
Yeah, okay. Just a normal cooking routine.
And what did you think about the film? It was good. The special effects. But they didn't respect the story of the comic book very much. And blessed are the righteous who seize
Oh, it's
opportunities,
Jesus.
for the mean
Hi,
and
Jesus.
greedy shall be cast into the fire, where they will be weeping and gnashing of teeth for eternity. And that should convince us to buy these tables.
Hey, yeah,
on
dude.
sale?
You're a carpenter, Jesus. You're supposed to be selling tables, not talking about all of his nonsense. Because religion isn't real. At least not in this world.
Did I show you the scarecrows?
Oh no. Oh no.
Deserves to die.
You overcooked the barbecue, man. Medium
You
rare,
fool.
you medium rare.
Oh wait,
Got
it's
to give
Christmas.
thanks first. Okay.
But why? It's
Thank
Christmas.
You, Mom, for preparing the food.
There's no
Thanks
religion.
to the butcher for selling me this cut of meat.
Thanks to you and to the distributor who gives me the best meat.
And thanks to the farm that gives us the best cows.
Thanks to the butcher for selling.
Wow, they're just thankful for all of the people.
Ah, another wonderful, completely normal lunch with my family.
Nobody's thanking God.
It's too dangerous.
Are you sure about this? Yes, it's the only way to find out what happens after death. Turn on the
What?
machine.
But what can happen after death without religion? What is this? Okay, surely he's going to come back and believe in religion. That there is something, a greater power, that is bigger than us. Is he back? Is that him? Oh, world without war! Everybody wants this. This would be the best thing ever. There's Only peace and kindness and...
Prepare to surrender. You know the best attacker is just the best defender. With my clever tactics, I don't need no swords. I got something better. I'll beat you with my words.
Did they just rap battle? Did Sun Tzu, greatest warrior of all time, just rap battle? I think he did, and I think he won. Sun Tzu, the art of rhyme.
This particular group of monkeys is
Oh, this brings flashbacks of Vietnam. It was a 2-week holiday. It was hot as hell. You have no idea.
He went on vacation. What the heck? What is up with his anime eyes? All of these games are trash. Star discussions.
No,
They just
Dad,
talk
but
about
you
their feelings.
can't. Okay, but listen to me.
Seriously? Seriously, you had Luke talking with Anakin, aka Darth Vader, not battling with lightsabers. Is this a staring contest right now?
Uh-huh. I won. The islands are ours.
Are you kidding me?
We're going.
Okay, guys, staring contest. 3, 2, 1, go! If I win, you have to leave a like on today's video. I am horrible at staring contest. I don't even know. Did I blink? Am I winning? Wait, hey, stop it. Don't create war. Look, you're gonna die. Good, he got interrupted. I can't see anything.
Oh no! Oh, get out!
Okay, you guys, I concede. You guys win.
Get him off of me! Oh,
That's what you get for trying to create war.
Peace.
Nice try. All right, guys, next up. What kind of world are we gonna live in? A world without fear. I mean, just like a world without war, that does sound pretty good. However, fear is actually pretty good for you. So without that, what happens?
Dad,
Is he
wait.
scared? No, he can't
Can you
be.
check my closet?
If you can't have fear, you can't be scared. So he's just checking the closet for nothing. Ooh, clothes.
Great. I just wanted to make sure the clothes were hung up properly.
Seriously?
Turn
What
off
kind
the
of kid
lights
is this?
so we don't waste energy.
Why is the kid the dad? What the heck? What kid in the world has ever said that?
Passengers, this is your captain speaking. We are going through a terrible storm like I've never seen before.
They don't care. It's on fire. It's just like the meme, like, everything is on fire. This is fine. Everything is okay. This is fine. That's basically what's going on in this one.
Fire.
Yeah, good job, little Timmy.
Fire.
Yeah, fire, dead, flames, crash, you know. All of the things.
Okay, you'll be on in 1 minute. Ready for your first live conference? Yeah.
Of course he is.
4,000 people out there.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, why would he care?
17
There's no
million
fear.
On live stream.
Psh,
No
nothing.
problem. Did you memorize all 23 pages of the speech?
Of course.
Yeah,
Super easy.
What? Ah, okay. The president of the nation is in the auditorium, in the front row. Okie dokie, no problem.
He's like, yep, I got it. Too easy. That is the biggest
there you
spider.
are, Roxy.
Clearly, this is taking place in Australia, and that thing climbed out of a toilet.
Come here and I'll feed you.
Roxy, what the? Wait, why did that spider get so small?
Johnny,
What is happening?
Are you all right?
Why do I feel like it's gonna be an alien? Oh my god, because it is. I am a genius. Oh, it's a movie.
Touched your food.
So there can't be scary movies. There's only comedies. Love has no face. My life as a vampire. Bolty. Every movie has
Dear
been ruined.
passengers, On behalf of the airline, I would like to announce that the left engine has stopped.
He could literally say, we are going down, mayday, mayday, you're all going to die, and because they live in a world without fear, nobody can be scared. This is a terrible world.
Job interview.
I do not want to be in this
I'll
world.
have to make up some excuse.
Is he sunbathing? Or wait, is that a book?
When we get there.
Wait, what the? You're not gonna wake up. You will die.
World without sun.
The world without sun, how does that even work? You literally need a sun to exist. Unless we're just talking about like the sun of a parent. I don't think we are though. We are definitely talking about the solar sun.
Galileo, what have you discovered?
Please make it the
After
sun.
months of research, my conclusion is that the Earth orbits uncontrollably in all directions.
That's all wrong. No, Galileo discovered that we orbit the sun. Are you kidding me?
It's a completely unpredictable trajectory, full of wild twists and turns. It's surprising that we don't fall out of the galaxy.
They literally put him in prison because heresy. Summer is here, except, wait, how are these people alive? I know that a lot of these, like, what if videos are about, like, you know, hypothetical situations about what would happen if we didn't have pencils or toilets.
Let's dry off.
You're gonna take, like, 17,000 million years to dry off because there's no sunlight. Happy 43.8 hours?
438,000 hours. You look great.
They don't even have days!
7,000 or so.
I completely forgot. Also, wait, they don't need clothes? Oh no, he's drying his clothes with the power of fire.
What's that?
What even is that? Wait, that's the sun? Nope, just a hot air balloon. Just a bunch of people on a hot air balloon that is currently burning and they are going to die.
A giant sphere floating in the sky, illuminating and warming everyone.
Nice try. They tried to build their own version of the sun. How would that have even have worked? Aero catastrophe.
Now to the weather forecast.
What is the weather? It's freezing.
With isolated clouds and showers for the first few days.
Yeah, there's no way that you could survive without the sun. Literally. I guess the moon is still there.
World without buttons.
How am I supposed to press things?
Turn off the light.
How are you gonna do that? Voice command? Does everybody have to use Alexa? You literally shot the light with a gun and you have extra boxes of lights. You're telling me that because the world doesn't have buttons, that every single thing just has to be destroyed. It can't be turned on and off. It must be destroyed in order to deactivate it. What?
How tall is the Statue of Liberty?
Is it like first to answer? They literally just, what?
5 feet and 1 inch.
She just socked him in the face!
We have a winner!
That was kind of awesome though. I wish that the game show was like that.
Boring. Different channel? Yeah.
How are you gonna change the channel? You have a crank? You're telling me you have a crank? Wait, but why couldn't the crank just change the channel? Wait, so you're telling me that because we don't have buttons in this world, that it not only do you need one TV, but you need a separate TV for every single channel. I don't understand this.
Hey,
My brain
turn up the
can't
volume.
understand. They're kicking machines, they have cranks to activate things. I never realized how
Running out of
buttons
time.
were so
Mr.
important.
President, only you can launch the nuclear strike.
How? How? What is he gonna do? Credit card swipe? What? A double key? But what even is gonna be under there? You're gonna light the nukes with a long rope. Are we serious?
I hope I've made the right decision.
Could nobody
There's
invent
no
something
going back.
better than that? I know we can't make buttons because in these videos you just
Finally,
can't make
this is
the
what
stuff
we've been waiting for.
that we're trying to
I
make.
can't believe we've lived so long without something like this.
Are they gonna die? Oh wait, what? It's a different kind of button. It's not the button that you press. It's the button that you put on clothing to keep your clothes together. Genius.
This will change the world. We have to tell the media.
They can't even make a call because they have like the old analog phone. That takes forever. That was created in like 1842. What else are we gonna live in a world without?
Walls.
Okay, I did not think it could get any worse than buttons, but we have diving deeper into chaos. By what? Literally, dude, anybody with a projectile will kill you. You need walls. There's a reason why every castle and every building has walls, because walls protect you from the things outside of the walls. Okay, they have fences.
It seems that the great
Neat.
barbed wire is not
Oh.
that effective.
Instead of the Great Wall of China, they have the Great
Son,
Fence.
We're out of salt. Can you ask the neighbor?
Also, yeah, wait, what are their
Hey,
houses
some salt, please?
made out of? What the heck?
Here you go.
What do they even do? Okay, so their houses, they don't have walls, they have pillars. So wait, if they could make pillars and they have roofs, why didn't somebody just think like, maybe if I stack a bunch of pillars next to each other, or better yet, what if I built a roof and then flipped it on its side? Maybe that's how they could build a wall. They can't graffiti anything other than the floor. There's floors, ceilings,
What a nice museum.
but no walls.
In the event
It's an
of a
art
fire,
gallery.
Here's the fire extinguisher.
It is an art gallery without walls.
Come on.
Lift it up.
It's the Mona
A
Lisa.
little bit higher.
Seriously?
I can't see. Sir, prisoner 704 has escaped.
At least we have prisons.
Damn. How did he do that?
He went that way.
I mean, yeah, that guy definitely, he's gonna commit so many crimes now.
Number 7. Extra limbs.
Oh, that's a real
Polymorphia
thing?
is a rare birth defect in which an affected individual is born with more than the usual amount of limbs.
I did not need to see
In most
that.
cases, the extra limb is usually shrunken or deformed in some way and of not much use.
So you're telling me that I can't be born as 4 arms from Ben 10? That's not possible.
But one case in India showed otherwise. Deepak Paswan was a boy from India with 1 head, 4 arms, and 4 legs. The limbs were relatively fully formed and also appeared fully functional.
Okay, guys, I actually remember hearing about this, and apparently people in India actually thought that this guy was a literal god. They thought that, like, because he had these extra limbs, that he was the chosen one from one of the Indian gods, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I might believe that too if I actually saw this person, because that's insane that somebody could be born with double the amount of limbs that they should actually have. Like, imagine having 4 legs. What would you even do? Would you be twice as fast?
Imagine the power you would wield with 4 hands. At the foosball table. You'd be
True.
undefeatable.
You could 2v1
Imagine
anybody.
VR with 4 legs. In the Hindu religion, gods are often depicted with numerous limbs. So as news spread of the quote-unquote Octoboy, pilgrims soon
Okay, I don't know if I would want that name, Octoboy. That sounds like such a weird X-Men superhero that is not that powerful. I would want to be like 4 arms sounds pretty powerful, or like Super Limbo, or 4 legs.
traveled from
those are bad.
all over India to worship him as an incarnation of their gods. Until scientists figure out that the extra limbs were actually from a parasitic twin that hadn't developed properly in the womb and had somehow fused with him. Turns out he also didn't actually have control over the extra limbs either. They were just kinda glitching every now and then. So to improve Deepak's quality of life, the extra limbs were cut off, and ever since, he's been able to live a relatively normal life.
Okay, that sounds horrible, guys. It started out amazing, where people were worshiping him, and he had these extra limbs, and he was super good at Dance Dance Revolution. But it turned south very quickly, and it turns out that he no longer has the extra limbs. So they took away his superpowers.
Much to the dismay of the pilgrims. Number 6. Supermemory. Hyperthermestic syndrome is a condition that allows people
Why does that sound so painful?
to remember abnormally large numbers of life experiences.
Big brain.
Sounds like a cheat code to life, right? You'd be the world's most famous walking encyclopedia and win millions of dollars in popular trivia game shows.
That is true, guys. You would remember everything. You would remember everything from school, everything that you ever read, every random fact, every person that you ever met, which sounds like a good thing, but in reality, I don't know. It seems like it could be very, very sad as well, because you would remember not only every good thing that happened to you, but also you would remember all of the bad things. Or like, let's say you had like a really bad injury, or you went through something horrible, like losing a family member. You would remember that over and over and over again, like it just happened. And the best thing is about time is that over time, you kind of forget all of the bad things. Or at least they don't really feel like they happened that recently. But with something like this, where you remember everything like it just happened, I don't know. That could be pretty sad, and I don't know if I would want this superpower.
But in reality, hypothermesiacs cannot choose what memories are permanently stored in their brains.
Oh, that's even worse.
Information like memorizing schoolwork would be treated as trivial. So unfortunately, they won't be doing well on any tests at school.
But what do they actually remember?
What they are great at is remembering that one time they let a big one rip in the school cafeteria.
That's so sad.
Remembering these highly personal events can often be very embarrassing or traumatic. But could you imagine dating a hypothermesiac? Hey babe, I'm going to the store to get some milk. Wait! Are you going to leave me like Mark did on the 3rd of January 1984?
Oh, no.
Babe, no. How about like Peter did on the 8th of April 1991? No, what are you talking about? Oh, okay then. Don't forget to buy the low-fat milk this time. Oh yeah, sure, honey. Unlike the time you forgot it on
Oh
the
my
21st
gosh.
of September.
Wait, that would actually be horrible. Like literally living with somebody that can remember every bad thing that you've ever done to them. That would be insane because they could just tell you about it 24/7.
97 and the 13th of November 1999 and the 16th of June 2002.
Bye.
He's gonna leave me.
See you later, butthead.
Yeah, the vast majority of hypothamesiacs find it really difficult to sustain long committed relationships, leading to a lack of social connections
What's up with the
and
poop?
loneliness. Number 5. Exoskeleton armor.
What?
Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva.
Okay,
or
why do all of these superpowers have such like horrible sounding names? Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva. That sounds so painful. And maybe it actually is.
also known as Stoneman syndrome, is an extremely rare genetic condition that allows some individuals to rapidly heal
Oh.
themselves when damaged.
Oh, so
But there's
real
a
life
catch.
Wolverine.
Imagine a person suffers a surface injury. Instead of replacing the skin tissue with more skin tissue,
Okay.
the body replaces it with bone instead. This
Wait a second. How does that even work? You're telling me that they could literally, instead of having my normal skin, that I could have bone as skin, which sounds cool at first, don't get me wrong, guys, but like that, I don't know. Like your bones are supposed to be under your skin for a reason, right? The fact that this person maybe has a bone that's replacing the skin that they lost, or like imagine just getting like a simple scratch, and then instead of your skin repairing it, you have like little bone fragments. So over time, as you get injured and then as bad things happen to you, you would eventually turn into the Thing from Fantastic Four, which does not sound very fantastic at all.
This process is called ossification. Can you imagine what would happen if you injured all your skin?
Oh,
You'd
Ooh.
form an exoskeleton-like layer of armor made of pure bone.
I mean, it sounds
and
pretty epic.
literally be a superhuman. But in depressing reality, this disorder is almost 100% fatal.
Oh,
The issue
but
is
why?
that the body ossifies all damaged tissue, which can make joints stiff
Oh.
and be dangerous to internal organs.
see, guys, this is what I was saying, that you have your skin for a reason, and the bones are where they're at for a reason. Like, the fact that we could have bones everywhere sounds really cool, but at the same time, yeah, like this guy just said, if you even have, like, your organs injured, they're not going to repair themselves like they should. So let's say you have, like, I don't know, something hits your lung, or something injures your stomach, or if you even need surgery, like, you're not going to have normal tissue or skin replace that. It's going to be hard bone, which is not good.
You injure your knee, ossified. Can't walk. You injure your eyelid, ossified.
Oh my gosh.
You injure your dick.
Oh, what?
Well,
Oh,
I
that-
guess that's a real boner now. Any tiny injury would potentially become devastating. If you strain your voice, you could permanently lose it.
Oh my
If
gosh.
you damage your airways, bony growth would restrict your breathing.
So if you have this, you basically have to live your entire life like in a box where you can't get hurt, nothing bad can happen to you. You got to make sure that you don't cough too hard or that you like slip and fall and hurt yourself, because if you do, even the smallest little thing could cause this ossification that he's talking about, and then you don't know how that's going to affect your entire system.
Even if you don't injure yourself, your body is constantly breaking down and repairing itself.
Oh, yeah,
so
true.
you're basically doomed. You'd be slowly and inevitably turning into a bone statue.
That doesn't sound
But
like a
the
superpower.
absolute worst part is there's almost no way this can be medically solved at the moment.
Wow.
As surgical removal of ossified tissue causes the body to repair the area with additional bone.
That is crazy.
Leading to a fatal catch-22.
I'm just curious as to why the body would do that, right? Like, why would why would your body system try to replace like what is injured with bone? It just doesn't seem to make any sense.
It's a disorder that could in theory be an awesome superpower, but in reality, it's
No good.
much more like a living nightmare.
Sad
Number
thing.
4, impervious to pain. Sensitivity to pain, or CIP,
Kip.
is a rare condition
Kip,
where
kip.
an individual cannot feel pain.
Oh,
Dude, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? An estimated 1 in every 25,000 people are diagnosed with this condition, and in most cases,
That's a lot.
the person has actually never experienced pain before. This condition is caused by a mutation to the PRDM12 gene, which is important for the development of pain-sensing nerve cells.
I'm actually kind of curious too. So he just said it's pain-sensing nerve cells, but does that mean that like, I don't know, do you feel things differently? Like, do you feel like, you know, somebody touching your arm? Would that be different? Because, you know, that's not painful. But at the same time, like, if you can't feel pain, are there other things that you can't feel as well? Which, if that's the case, that would also kind of stink.
Affected individuals have been recorded to register touch, but the pain circuitry is completely cut off.
Oh, okay. So that answers my question.
Interestingly, CIP individuals are still susceptible to emotional pain. Physical and emotional
So
pain are
sad.
both processed by the same part of your brain, so this was surprising to me. But it's more of an issue with the physical sensory input as opposed to pain processing in the brain. This would
see.
be a pretty neat power to have for a super soldier though. Someone you could just throw into the middle of the battlefield who doesn't care if they get shot. There's actually a village in northern Sweden called Vitangi, where there's an abnormally high frequency of individuals with CIP. We might need to watch out for them in the near future.
Okay, that kind of makes sense to me. Somebody that doesn't really feel pain, or maybe some people also have like a mild form of CIP where they don't feel pain as badly as other people, so they would make really good super soldiers.
In reality, this condition is extremely dangerous to the affected individual because pain is vital for survival. Individuals with CIP often die during childhood because fatal injuries just go unnoticed. It is tragically very common for people to burn to death without even knowing.
Wow.
No.
Okay, that part is insane. The fact that a young kid might not realize that they are on fire or that fire is even bad. So out of everything that we've seen today, that is probably the worst.
Number 3. Indestructible bones.
Okay, this one I could get behind.
Trichodento-osseous syndrome is a rare condition affecting no more than a couple thousand people worldwide. It leads to people having bones that are so dense that they've been known to break baseball bats and even withstand car crashes.
Okay,
a
but
mutation
how?
in the DLX3 gene causes bone density in the affected individual to increase significantly. It reminds me a lot of Wolverine's skeleton.
Oh yeah, Wolverine has like the adamantium armor that they inputted into his already super-powered body.
If you combine this disorder with the regeneration from Stoneman syndrome, minus the ossification and increased likelihood of death, you're basically Wolverine.
Yeah, pretty much.
However, there are several major drawbacks. These individuals are cursed with having extremely weak teeth that break easily and painfully.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me because your teeth are, I don't know, it seems like your teeth are very similar to your bones. So why would your teeth be not as strong when your bones are like basically titanium steel? That doesn't make any sense.
End up falling out completely in some cases.
What?
They have brittle nails and dry, curly, and flaky hair as well.
Okay, so whatever this mutation is, it's affecting the keratin in your body because that's what your nails are made of, that's what your teeth are made out of, and I believe that's also what your hair is made out of, which is kind of crazy that your fingernails and your hair are made out of the same stuff.
Research into TDO is prevalent right now, as it may hold the key to curing osteoporosis, which is the gradual weakening of skeletal structures many people develop in their old age. This would make a huge difference in improving their quality of life, as breaking bones from bad falls is incredibly common for elderly and in many cases life-threatening.
Oh, R.I.P.
Number 2, super strength.
This is an actual disorder?
Myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy is a rare condition that literally gives you super strength.
I thought he was going to talk about gigantism, which is the disorder where people literally do not stop growing. And the bigger you are, usually the stronger you also are.
Affected individuals have over twice the usual muscle mass of an average human, and they also have increased muscular strength, all without going to the gym or lifting weights to maintain
It's
it.
Dwayne The Rock
Imagine waking
Johnson.
up and just being jacked.
I'm
This
in.
condition
Sign
is
me up.
caused by a mutation in the MSTN gene, which is usually responsible for limiting muscle growth to prevent us from growing too large. But in these super strength individuals, it doesn't work as a limiter. A real life case of this is Liam Hoekstra from the United States. Doctors recorded that he had prominent muscle development in his legs as an infant. Like, bro came out of the womb jacked. Yeah, he never skipped leg day in there. Bro could do a pull-up at 8 months old, had a six-pack when he was just 3 years old, and could lift 3-kilogram dumbbells with his arms fully extended at just 3 years old as well.
Okay, guys, I mean, right now, this sounds incredibly cool, but I'm just waiting for the drawback. There has to be something bad about this.
Well, do you understand how crazy that is? Bro probably only weighed 3 kgs at the time. To add icing on the cake, there are no known medical complications to this condition.
What?
All those benefits and not a single drawback has been found.
Are you kidding me?
That is just plain unfair.
Okay, that is the definition of a superpower. Everything else in this video, kind of super lame because there's bad stuff that happens. Meanwhile, this 3-month-old baby is doing backflips and push-ups like it's nothing.
And that's why it gets the number 2 spot on this list. Number 1, fearlessness.
That's a thing? There's people that don't have fear?
Geordie Cernick is a man from the UK who was diagnosed with Cushing's syndrome,
What?
where his body produced too much cortisol, which caused him to have severe, life-threatening weight gain and high blood pressure.
Okay, this sounds really bad.
After numerous brain surgeries and complications, in a final surgical operation, his adrenal glands were removed from his body.
Okay.
This gruesome operation required removing one of his ribs, and it was extremely painful. Thankfully, his Cushing's syndrome was cured as a result, but it came with a price.
So I'm pretty sure the adrenal gland is what gives you adrenaline, which is caused usually by something that is scary, something that like needs to get your body going so that you can get away from whatever the scary situation is.
When Geordie woke up in the hospital bed, he was on life support. He had numerous tubes coming out of him, and the doctors solemnly told him that there had been complications.
Sorry about that.
He had developed pneumonia and then meningitis, which is a potentially fatal infection of the brain. But surprisingly, upon receiving the bad news, Geordie had no response. He didn't feel anything. Among the many functions of the adrenal glands, one of them is influencing your body's stress response, also known as fight or flight, namely through the hormone adrenaline. Turns out, due to the removal of his adrenal glands, the part of Geordie's brain that controlled fear had been turned off. So now, he lives a life of zero fear. Can you imagine that? Not feeling the nervous pit in your stomach before an important test? Or not feeling shy and flustered when asking a girl out? Not having...
Well, honestly, guys, okay, me thinking about this right now, fear is one thing, right? But having confidence is a different thing. So it seems like he's kind of in the middle, where I guess maybe he could be confident, but like, it seems like he might just be neutral 24/7. Like, he's not scared, but he's also not like super excited anymore because he can't have the adrenaline in his body. So it kind of seems good, but also kind of bad.
Having a second thought when taking a risk? You'd be an absolute Giga Chad, especially when cases of anxiety and paranoia are increasing in our society right now.
That is true.
Fearlessness would drastically change the course of your life. But just like many of the other disorders on this list, there's a catch. Fear is a fundamental survival instinct.
That is true.
The absence of it could be very dangerous.
This is kind of like the people from earlier that can't feel pain. Pain is something that over time we've gotten because it keeps us alive. Same thing with fear. Fear is like, let's say you are a caveman in a cave and a bear is coming. You're gonna get scared. If you're not scared of the bear, you're dead.
But even worse than that, Geordie lost something much more important after his
ribs?
surgery. He lost the ability to feel excited for
See, that's what I was
to
saying.
feel suspense.
I'm
and
big
in some
brain.
cases, even joy.
Yeah, that's
took
pretty
away
sad.
The zombie virus, as it will be called in the future, began to spread rapidly across the Italian land, affecting more and more
Not the
country goals.
Italians. How am I supposed to
The
get my
Italian army has
pizza?
begun attempts to contain the disease by introducing quarantine. It was possible to strengthen
Look at the French
area of
wall in the
Florence
top
and in
left
Sicily.
with its
Everything
croissant,
to the south has become
like it's a
dead
weapon.
territory entirely controlled by zombies.
What are you gonna slap a zombie with a
A
croissant?
horde of zombies went to the north of Italy.
It actually
where
might
the main
work.
part of the Italian army is holding the defense.
The Italians are losing the boot. How are they supposed to walk around without their boots? Oh my gosh. The zombies are coming. I'm pretty sure in the last episode we learned that the zombies actually have intelligence.
Yes, we can't hold back the onslaught of zombies. Then I'll ask for help from Switzerland.
What is Switzerland gonna do? Switzerland is always neutral. Yeah, nice try. Switzerland and Sweden, they could care less.
Lots of my money.
See, look at them. They don't care. Hey, there's a zombie apocalypse.
Who can it be?
Zombies. Hello, zombie apocalypse calling.
I'm listening. Switzerland, help! We have hordes of zombies here. We urgently need your help. A horde of zombies? Yes.
Yes, a pizza pie. Yes.
Ew. Sorry, I'm busy.
What are they gonna do, Joey? They just shut down their borders. They're like, nah, we're not dealing with that. We're just gonna activate all of our nukes.
Met the zombie
Bye.
apocalypse.
Nice try.
The Italian army had to retreat to the Arno River, where the local population managed to build fortifications. In Corsica, French intelligence saw the plight of the Italian army. For support, it was decided to cover the retreat with artillery fire. Thanks to the shelling, it was possible to destroy one of the leaders of the zombies, which slowed down the advance of the horde to the north of Italy.
Okay, pretty epic gamer moment. Same time, Sicilia, Messina City.
Hey, what are we doing here? Zombies can't swim anyway. Let's go to bed.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, let's go to bed. I would be extra careful, guys. As a fellow Italian, we're not very smart, okay? Sometimes we can be, but other times we're not. And I think it's pretty dumb to assume that zombies can't swim because you don't know that.
River, the Italian army is evacuating civilians and wounded from the cities of Pisa and Florence, distributing them to temporary detention camps.
Okay, guys, it looks like... Oh, wait, Sweden did come to help. Or Switzerland. No, they didn't. Never mind. It's just a medical tent. What is that on the ball on the right? Is that its butt? Oh, no, that... Oh, no, they're
infected. That's how the virus began to spread in the quarantine zone.
Oh,
France,
my God.
For its people, creates a buffer zone on the border from Nice to Geneva.
What? The French put up their borders? No way. Now I know this is fiction. At this time in Paris, the use of aircraft and armored vehicles allows you to hold back the zombies for some time. They're watching the news.
Maybe evacuate our citizens from China? Yes, you're right. We need to send a plane for them.
Just like one plane? You're just gonna send one plane to China to get all of the French people in China? Oh no, it's Wuhan International Airport. This is not good, guys. The viruses are gonna bust out.
Only the French. You, Poland? No, you're Poland.
No, you guys are both Pokemon.
Greece, your plane hasn't arrived yet. Go on. Oh.
So I guess the entire world has been taken over by zombies.
And
they're trying to figure out how to get home. Is that what actually happens during like a worldwide crisis? Will my country come save me if I'm like in China? Will they be like, hey, where's all the Americans? I really hope so. I don't want to be stuck in China during a zombie apocalypse. Actually, maybe I do. I feel like China is way more powerful than they say. It seems like some people were able to get on the plane and they're gonna go back to France, land of the baguettes and their croissants. Hey guys, something really bad is happening. There are zombies on the plane.
The infected arrived in Paris at Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Wait, it landed? How did it land if there was a zombie apocalypse breakout on the plane? Hey dude, hey. Of course, they went straight for the baguettes. Why wouldn't they? Oh no, wait, how did it spread to New York City? Oh my gosh, look at all those balls. Such cultural diversity in the balls.
Well, the situation in the world is tense.
Yeah.
The main areas of infection is China, Italy, and France. Unverified information about outbreaks of the virus on all continents. Aye.
So, yeah, you guys should...
to destroy all unaffected with a nuclear strike.
Hey, it's not... Let's calm down, okay?
Between countries and bring in UN troops.
Yeah, that sounds more reasonable. Nice try. I know you would like to use your nukes, but today is not the day.
decides to land troops at Gargano National Park. It was from there that the infection of Italy began. Meanwhile, the zombies crossed the strait and got to Sicily. Panic enveloped the island. People began to evacuate chaotically.
Those poor Italian balls.
Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya, unaware that they are spreading a dangerous virus.
Oh my gosh, they're still spreading it. This thing has gone airborne.
Hordes of zombies are moving north towards Brazil and the English Channel.
Not Brazil.
Belgium is panicking, but Luxembourg urges them to remain calm and appeals to Germany for help.
Is that where Brussels sprouts come from? I never knew. Hello, Brussels. It is time to sprout. The zombies are here. Hello. Sorry that I just busted down your door with my ball.
Send troops to France.
Do it.
To send troops to France through Belgium?
Do it, yeah, but not like during World War II. Just like do it to help. Don't be weird about it, okay, Germany?
Blitz?
Hey, yo! Germany's starting to get some more flashbacks. Careful there, Germany. Let's not do this. Let's not do the third thing. We're not about to do it. Yo, Germany loves Poland.
Poland is mine.
Hey, careful. What's going on? I'm starting to think Germany maybe started the zombie ball breakout. Okay, this is taking a turn for the worse.
Today, November 11th, Poland celebrates the National Independence Day. Also, on this day, the First World War was over. Congratulations to the world and the Polish people on this day.
People are still celebrating? Guys, there's zombies. I feel like if there's zombies, the world shuts down, right? I give it a week. A week of a zombie breakout, and I'm pretty sure every news station in the world shuts down. What the heck is Voltorb up to? No. Careful.
Guten Tag, Poland.
Okay, all right. You're back to normal, right?
Help? France?
They whipped him right back into shape.
Up here?
He has no idea.
There's no time to explain. Follow me.
Oh my gosh. Poland was nervous. Poland was trembling.
Of the epidemic, the Italian army suffered heavy losses and was forced to constantly retreat. San Marino provided support using old cannons with cores for this.
Oh, cool.
The front line shifted to the Arno River. Rome was surrounded. The remaining units rallied to defend Rome and the Vatican.
Rome can't fall again.
Thus began the great battle for Rome.
Not the Roman Empire. What am I supposed to think about 5 times a day, if not the Roman Empire? Careful, yes! Fire! Summon the gladiators! Put all of the zombies in the Colosseum. Okay, I am officially full on nuts. If you guys are snacking during today's video, comment down below what your favorite snack is. This is getting a little bit spooky, guys.
Damn. Sir, zombies are coming. I agree. Rome is surrounded by zombies.
Yeah, no duh. Even I could tell.
Is here. In the Castel Sant'Angelo, there are reports that zombies are already in the city. There is no organized defense. The soldiers are scattered chaotically around the city. In the north, zombies were able to cross the river, so a new line of defense will take place here. I suggest that everyone who is west of this line retreat and destroy the bridges.
That's a fantastic idea. I like this. Yes, fortify the river.
What about the others? Are we really going to abandon them? There is nothing we can do to help them. Any attempt will lead to even greater losses.
Okay, looks like, yep, they're planting the dynamite to blow up the bridge.
Lift me up. Yeah.
Guys, this also kind of gave me a really either good idea or bad idea for a TV show. Like, you know The Walking Dead, how it's like during modern times and there's a zombie outbreak like right now while we're still alive. What if there was a show about a zombie outbreak, but it was like during the medieval times and you had to like fight zombies with swords and cannons and stuff like that? That would be cool. Maybe not actually. I don't know. Comment down below what you think. Okay, what's up with Germany? Germany really wants to go back to World War II.
On the coast of Italy.
Okay, the United Nation troops are moving. Dude, how did you lose your gun? Are you kidding me? That was your only defense against the zombies, you fool!
Land! I see land ahead.
All right, boys, you can do this. Do this for all of humanity. We are not just one nation. We are humans. It is humans versus the dead. I believe in you guys. They are so dead. They're not gonna make it.
Damn fuck. I can't see anything. Your task: to gain a foothold on the shore and organize communication.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm going to do some scouting. As soon as we are sure of safety, we will call the main forces. Sir, yes, sir.
Aye, aye, Captain Balls. Okay, guys, they're going on a super secret top mission. Oh, keep your eyes peeled. This is not good. A zombie could pop up at any time. That's not a zombie, right? Hello there, Mr. Skeleton. What are you up to?
What is it?
Is that their skeletal structure? I never really thought about it. They kind of look like a shriveled up grandmom. Kind of like the thing from SpongeBob. The old worm lady. What? Oh! It's a zombie egg ball!
It looks like some kind of egg.
Careful, dude. Why would you touch it? Oh, no.
What happened here?
I think he's getting turned into an egg.
Zombie.
Somebody drop that ball down.
They're raising an army. They use the living as an incubator. These eggs, these are my comrades.
No way.
The same is waiting for me.
Well, they could save you, right? Actually, he kind of looks too far gone. So, guys, that's what I was saying earlier. The zombies are smarter than we think. They have a game plan, and they are starting an army. Okay, are these guys just, like, playing games?
Jesus, dude, my grandma throws better.
Guys, I don't think now is the time for that. They're, like, literally, your comrades are in the forest right now, and they just found what appears to be a zombie incubation center. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe a zombie incubation center might have been too fancy. It's more like a zombie egg farming ground. And these zombies are not playing around, and there must be a king zombie!
A man tells his son a sweet bedtime story about the chaotic and violent origin of our universe.
It was
the
not
Big
sweet.
Bang, and how billions
It was
of
very
years after
scary.
the creation of everything, our star was born in this scary and unpredictable landscape.
The next night.
Hey, family. Phew, had a crazy day at work today. My jet shut down for a second, and I had to... Have you been waiting all day for me to continue talking about the origin of the universe?
They're there like, yes, Dad is home. Finally, I can learn more about the Big Bang.
Honey, you left us on such a cliffhanger. Kind of cruel of you. So, yes.
I kind of forgot that the mom was there too.
All right. So, where were we? Yes. So there it was. Our son. And as I told you last night, despite being massive by our standards, it was just a lonely little star in an ever-expanding, chaotic universe.
So yeah, if you guys missed out on the last episode, pretty much the biggest piece of lore that we learned is that the sun, which is kind of tiny compared to the other stars in the solar system, was kind of bullied by some of the bigger stars, which is kind of interesting because we know that the sun later on in the series is like this giant powerful being that kind of rules over all of the planets, and even the biggest planet, Jupiter, is scared of the sun. So we're kind of learning a little bit more about the sun's backstory and why he is the way that he is. Aw, just a little baby sun.
I can't hear you. Please, can you come closer to me?
Be careful, son. Oh my gosh, wait, are those asteroids?
No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stay put. Sorry, little rocks.
It's okay, bud. They're just rocks.
I can't go with you. Maybe one day I'll be able to hang out with the other stars.
Aw.
But now, you can be my friends, right?
The universe came from an explosion that began an expansion in every direction. This meant that most stars, most galaxies, most of everything was drifting away from each other.
And guys, I'm pretty sure that those little tiny rocks that kind of look like asteroids eventually will merge together and form some of the planets in our solar system, which is kind of neat.
Our sun was alone, and every passing second it was further away from the closest star.
Why do I feel bad for the sun?
So sad, honey.
I know.
Well, we're talking about 4.6 billion years ago, honey. Things were different.
That's
Even
like as old as
something
my
like
grandma.
life was unthinkable in these conditions. But things would begin to change.
Planets? Are we going to see planets?
Yes, we finally reached the planet.
Yes! Let's go, Dad! Boom, see? That's what I'm talking about. First planet is born.
Hello?
Is that
Wait,
Jupiter?
You're a planet. I have a planet?
Oh my gosh, it's so
You're a
tiny.
planet. My first planet ever. You were born from the stuff that I came from.
Space dust.
Sorry. No, don't be. In fact, you could even be a star. You're mostly made of hydrogen and helium, like me. But I'm too little. You're too big. I know, but that's okay. You don't need to be a star. My first planet. It looks scary out there. Yeah, I know. Hey.
That is kind of crazy. Imagine, I mean, I know that the planets aren't actually alive in the way that we are alive, but imagine, like, out of nowhere, you're just born, and instead of being born on a planet like we are, and we're like, ooh, this is fun, you know, there's a sky, there's a giant ball of fire in the sky that's keeping us alive. Imagine you're just born, and you're floating in space, and there's nothing but darkness, and this giant ball of fire. I guess there still is a ball of fire in that case scenario. So either way, kind of scary.
You're afraid of the dark. Just look at me. And who do you look at when you are afraid?
Awkward.
I'm the sun. I'll be okay.
Well, it seems like, I think that's Jupiter, and it seems like he's kind of happy with that. Look at that, he's having a blast. He's just throwing asteroids at the sun. That's what I would do too if I was a baby planet. Ooh, who's next? It is...
Jupiter was the first.
Wait, never mind. That's
followed closely by Saturn.
Saturn. Okay, I thought
It didn't
so.
have its famous rings just yet, but a lot of these planets didn't last long. Orbits were messy, and a lot of planets crossed paths with each other. So
and I think a lot of planets as well eventually were just absorbed by the sun and were destroyed. So that's kind of crazy.
So sooner or later, many planets just...
Whoa!
No! This again! Why is this? Why do they keep... Son, is there anything I can do to... Stay there!
Oh!
Stay in your orbit!
Oh my gosh, wait a
Please.
second. The sun is freaking out.
Oh, okay.
The solar system
That's so
required
sad.
some stability before something like the Earth could even be possible. It's honestly a miracle any of us here are alive today.
Yes, I see that now. poor sun.
Honey, it's a story. The sun is not really alive.
Yeah, but what if it was? That would be such a plot twist.
If it was, I'd feel bad for it. Because the next couple millions of years were not easy.
Hey!
Oh,
wanna
cool.
be friends?
New planets.
Sure, mate. What's your name? Neptune.
Neptune.
And you? Unfortunately, Uranus. Oh, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Unfortunately.
Hey, yeah, sure.
Oh, what are you up to?
You're Saturn, right?
Wait a second.
Yes? And you
Is that
are?
Planet X?
I don't have a name. I like to go by the name of X. Or Planet X.
Wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so in previous episodes, we kind of learned about Planet X. And for those of you guys that missed out on that, we learned that something happened between Jupiter and Planet X. So Planet X used to be in the solar system, but we don't know exactly what happened, but Planet X is now super far away and is like kind of in the solar system, but it's like really, really far, even further than Pluto and like anything else that's in our solar system. So maybe we'll be able to learn what happened between Jupiter and Planet X.
Well, nice to meet you, X. Hey, Saturn. Who's that you're talking to? This ice giant I've never met. He calls himself Planet X.
Hey there, you must be Jupiter. Nice to meet...
Cool. Well, anyway, Saturn, what are you doing like... Jupiter!
Jupiter feels like one of the cool kids.
Yes, son. Just try not to go too far from your orbit, okay? Some of the rocky planets are still being formed, and, you know, you're a big ball of gravity. Listen,
Okay, so we're starting to learn that the sun is kind of like a helicopter mom. She's, you know, technically the sun is a guy, but it kind of reminds me of a Karen a little bit. It wants everybody to stay safe. It wants all the planets to stay in orbit, and it doesn't want any of the planets getting destroyed because the sun is by itself. It wants to be near other stars, but the other stars are too far away. So the only actual things that are nearby are the planets. So it wants to keep them safe.
I know it may be a bit too late to change orbits, but my friend is at the other side of the belt.
You want to change orbits?
Jupiter? No! We've talked about this! But I used to be able to change orbits freely. Now I'm just stuck here. I'm not having it! Come on, you're the biggest planet! Be a good example to all the others! We can talk later, Jupiter.
Dang,
he's gotten
dude.
all paranoid. Like he doesn't have enough planets already. Maybe he's aiming to have a planet that can sustain life. And he's insane.
That's
Come
us.
on, that's not possible. Gas giants like us can't sustain life, and rocky planets are so feeble.
Well, you gotta give him props for trying, though.
Who are you again?
Who's that planet again?
But it's kind of cool how, like, right back there, like, you could see that Jupiter is over here in the light, and Planet X is over here in the darkness, which is kind of like foreshadowing that later, Planet X will basically be banished from the solar system and be thrown out into the depths and darkness of the open universe.
Who are you again?
Yeah, who's that planet again?
Oh, that's Planet X. It's a hypothetical ice giant.
How come I've never heard of it?
Well, this part of the story deals with a few theories regarding the formation of the solar system as we know it today. One is the Grand Tack, and the other is the existence of a fifth giant, Planet X.
I told you, I'm Planet X.
Well, Planet X, you're being incredibly annoying. Yeah,
What?
sorry, but you're being kinda rude.
Hey!
I'm being rude?
Hey, guys,
Seriously? Give me a break.
The sun is distracted.
So?
I can do this.
Yo,
I can
what?
cross to your side.
What
Great
the?
idea. Okay, hurry before he...
Guys,
No, don't do
stop. Jupiter,
You'll
can't
mess up
do
everything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look, it's changing their orbits.
Look out!
It's gonna absorb the other planets. No! Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, he's accidentally killing all of the baby planets. Oh my gosh, Jupiter! The crazy part is something like that probably happened, where baby planets were just sucked up into Jupiter's orbit and destroyed forever.
Have I done?
The universe is crazy.
And that's how Jupiter changed orbits to where he is now and caused the destruction of several rocky planets. This
Wow.
was the Grand Tack of Jupiter. To be continued. Bye.
But what? We're gonna end it. What?
His girlfriend entered the apartment they share. She tosses her keys on the entryway table as the man checks the time on his phone. He reminds the young woman that they will need to leave soon if they don't want to miss the movie they have purchased tickets for. The woman agrees, but she wants to take a quick shower before they leave.
Here we go, guys.
The man sits down at his computer to get in a quick round or two of his favorite online squad-based first-person shooter.
Nice.
He puts on his headset and jumps into a game. Before he knows it, he's just finished his third round. He checks the time on his phone again and realizes that they were running late.
Wait, it's been 40 minutes.
And is confused when he hears what sounds like the shower still running. He gets up and goes to the bathroom door and listens. The shower is definitely still on. The man knocks on the door and asks if everything is all right.
Okay, guys, I have no idea what this SCP actually can do, but I like to make predictions, and I think based on the SCP's name, called Drain Worms, it obviously has something to do with the drain. But I'm thinking that this thing probably sucks you up into the drain and then eats your entire body while you're still alive. That's my thought. Comment down below what you think.
He waits a moment, but there's no response. He knocks again, and still nothing.
Oh, dude, she's dead. She is dead.
He immediately worries that she might have passed out or, well, he doesn't even want to think
You
about
should
it.
probably go in there.
Okay? He announces as he opens the door to check on her. The man immediately notices how steamy the room is. The hot water must have been running for a while, and he's worried she really did pass out from the heat. "What's going on? Are you okay?" he asks, and when there's no response again, he pulls open the shower
Stay
curtain
away
to
from
find
the drain!
Nothing. Just an empty tub. There's no sign of his girlfriend anywhere. The man is beyond confused. He turns off the water and goes to the bedroom, but she isn't in there either. He runs to the front door, but it's still locked.
Okay, guys, I would literally be losing my mind. Like, imagine you're in a house with one other person, and then they go to take a shower, and then out of nowhere, they're just poof, gone, magic. Like they got Thanos snapped out of existence. I would be losing my mind. I would be questioning reality. I would think, did I actually have a girlfriend? Was she just a figment of my imagination like my dad kept telling me? No, she was real. She was actually there. And then she just disappeared out of nowhere. Like I get that she's probably dead, and you know, that's not good, but this guy, he's probably gonna have so much trauma, literally, because he doesn't know if his girlfriend actually existed or not.
And her keys are sitting on the table. He unlocks the door and sticks his head out into the hallway anyway.
She's not there, dude.
What is going on? He checks.
She got sucked up by the worms.
But she hasn't suddenly reappeared in either. He's in complete shock, unsure of what could be happening. He sits down on the toilet and puts his head in his hands. His head is spinning as it feels like the world is suddenly falling down all around him. The police are immediately suspicious of the man's story. His girlfriend simply vanished while taking a shower?
Oh my gosh. Guys, I didn't even think about that. That the police, obviously you're gonna call the police, right? And the police show up, and then there's this guy saying like, hey, my girlfriend, she was in the bathroom, and then now she's gone. Like, what? That is the most sus story to ever be told on planet Earth. That's basically like literally having an entire bag of drugs, and then the cops find it, and then you're like, I don't have any drugs. And then they're literally right there. Like, the cops obviously think that he did something to the woman.
The detective asks. The man has no answer, though. It's as if she simply blinked out of existence. He's convinced she must still be in the building somewhere, that she somehow slipped out without him noticing.
She's in the
But none of the
drains.
security footage from inside the building shows anything abnormal. There's footage from the cameras in the lobby of them
Okay,
entering the
so
building, but
she
nothing
is
after
real.
that of her leaving. Just as in every missing person case like this, the boyfriend is the #1 suspect. But without any evidence, they can't hold him any longer. After many long hours of interviews, they finally allow him to leave, but not back to the apartment, since it's an active crime scene. The man has no family to speak of, and his few friends seem to have the same suspicions as the police and want nothing to do with him.
Wow.
His girlfriend was the only person he truly had in the world.
Oh my gosh. This
He's
just
put
keeps
up in a
getting
shabby
more
motel,
sad.
And days pass, then weeks, then months. But no evidence of the missing woman ever turns up. The man replays the memory of that day over and over in his head, searching
He
for
is
some
not
kind of
doing
answer.
well.
But try as he might, he can't remember anything helpful. No clue as to what could have happened. The case is completely cold, and has been from the very start. The police eventually have to move on to newer, more solvable cases, and they finally allow the man to return home. He's overwhelmed with emotion the first time he
I'm
enters the
so
apartment.
scared.
The place is a mess. It looks like the police turned it inside out looking for clues. Not knowing.
So guys, do you think that like she got sucked up into the drain and she's like in the sewers right now? Is that how this works? Or is there an actual like giant worm, kind of like from Star Wars, just not as big, just chilling in the drain, and then it like comes out, eats you, and then goes back in the drain? Kind of like how like in Florida, I'm pretty sure sometimes they have snakes that come out of the toilet. Like literally, imagine you're just taking a poop, and then out of nowhere, a snake chomps you in the butt while you're pooping. Like that probably happened, but instead of a snake, it was an SCP. And instead of a toilet, it came out of the drain.
What else to do? He starts the long process of cleaning up the apartment. After hours of putting things away, he eventually gathers the strength to go to the one room he's been avoiding.
Don't do it.
He opens the door to the last place he's certain his girlfriend was. He
Don't
enters to find
you
it looks
do
like
it.
the rest of the apartment, as if someone has looked at every single object. But just like him, the police never found any trace of where she went. After straightening up this last room, he decides that he should take a shower.
No.
And go to bed. It fills him with dread to think about standing in the last place she was. But he's had months to grieve the loss of his girlfriend, and he's decided that he needs to move on, whatever that means when someone goes missing without a trace. He turns on the shower and lets the water heat up before stepping in.
No, dude.
Once he's in, every thought he has is about her.
He
wonders if she ever
worms in
actually
the
got in the
drain.
shower at all, or somehow used it as a diversion to slip out unseen. He just can't figure out how. The day's events race through his mind, just as they have 1,000 times before.
He's
But
about
his
to
thoughts
find
are
out.
interrupted when he notices that the water has started to pool around his feet. He looks down and sees that the drain cover looks normal.
Don't-
Maybe there's a clog, though.
Don't
Showers
touch
clog
it.
when they're not used? He has no idea.
Do
He
not.
bends down to get a
No.
A
No.
long black creature
No.
emerges from the drain in the blink of an eye and latches onto his mouth, muffling him before he even has a chance to scream. He struggles and pulls
Oh
down the curtain on top of him
my
and falls back on the shower floor.
God. He's making out with the worm.
In a matter of minutes, he too will be gone without a trace.
Wait. So he literally, so the worm comes out of the drain, and then did it suck him up? Did it eat him whole? Is that what just happened? Without a trace. Literally, there's nothing. There's nothing left of these people. They are getting eaten whole like a Big Mac from McDonald's. It's insane. They're just getting one bit, and then boom, they're just gone, wiped out of existence.
Is there anything more comforting after a hard day than a nice long hot shower?
Hello.
The answer to that is no.
No, there's not.
But that relaxing shower might just be the last you ever take.
All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go plug up my drains. I'll be right back.
A few inches later.
All right. I don't have to worry about this SCP anymore. I just pooped in all of my showers.
When unbeknownst to you, your pipes are home to an instance of SCP-153, also known as drain worms. SCP-153 refers to a species that resembles the common nematode, or roundworm, consisting of a long, thin body with a large mouth on one end.
That is
While
gross.
some roundworms can grow to as large as a meter long.
I
which
did not
is
need to
in
know that.
itself a disturbing thought.
I did not. I know.
SCP-153
Nope.
instances can be much, much larger, and it is estimated that they can reach up to nearly 10 meters.
10 meters?
That some instances
10 meters?
may grow even longer.
Bro!
These worm-like creatures will feed off of any available organic material.
Are you
However,
serious?
their favorite form of sustenance is fresh animal tissue.
Why?
And they appear to have an especially strong predilection towards human flesh.
Of course they do,
In order
because
to
why wouldn't
satiate their
they?
desire to feed on their preferred prey, SCP-153 has developed a rather unique predatory style that perfectly suits its elongated body structure.
Yeah, we've seen it, Dr. Bob. They hide in our drains like little rats, and then as soon as I'm naked and showering, they come up and they chop my butt.
While it is unknown just where they originate, they are most often found in the pipes of sewer and drainage systems.
How do they even get
153
there?
Instances will swim up those pipes, seeking out ones that lead to people's homes, and especially those that connect to showers and bathtubs.
Wait a second, imagine they're like swimming up and some giant dude is coming back from getting like 17 burritos at Taco Bell. I think that drain worm is probably gonna die.
Once they reach the end of the pipe, SCP-153 will latch onto the drain cover and
What?
begin secreting an acidic substance. The
Oh,
acid quickly
to
dissolves
clog
the drain
it.
cover, and SCP-153 will position its own mouth
Oh,
in its place,
what?
which it then is able to camouflage as the missing drain cover almost perfectly.
Seriously?
Once
How?
SCP-153
What?
has taken this position, it is virtually impossible to distinguish it from the original or discern that anything has changed. SCP-153 will then lie in wait until it detects that someone has entered the shower or bathtub.
Okay, so I guess instead of clogging all of my drains, I could just pour down like some sort of like chemical, like a drain cleaner down my drains before I go inside. Because if I pour drain cleaner in my drain, then it'll probably kill the drain worm. That's what I'm thinking.
Once the unsuspecting person has begun to bathe, it will very quickly emerge from the drain, latching onto the victim's face, most likely in order to prevent them from calling for help. It then begins to rapidly secrete more of the same acid that it used to dissolve the drain.
Oh my
How
gosh!
effectively it was able to dissolve metal. It's no surprise that SCP-153
Seriously?
is able to quickly produce the same effect.
Oh nah.
Their skin,
Nah.
muscle, and bone will all be almost immediately liquefied, allowing SCP-153 to feed on the slurry, and the drain worms feed
It just slurped it up like a Capri Sun on a Tuesday.
extremely quickly as well. After just several minutes, basically nothing will remain of the person who stepped into the shower.
Yeah,
153 will
yep.
retreat back into the
Yep.
drain, leaving no signs that it was ever there.
I still can't get over the original guy. Like, this happened to his girlfriend. He almost got arrested. All of his friends and family think that he's a murderer. And then just when he's getting over everything that happened to him, he goes into the bathroom and then the same thing happens to him again. Like, that is a crazy story.
Save for the missing drain cover.
That poor man.
The SCP Foundation became aware of this anomaly following multiple mysterious missing person cases that all had one key element in common. Each was
Worms.
reported as having disappeared after entering a bathroom to either shower or take a bath. The Foundation soon discovered that large populations of SCP-153 instances were living in the sewers
Oh,
beneath
wow.
several major American cities.
Oh,
and
wow.
immediately began enacting containment procedures. The Foundation collected as many specimens as they could and brought them to Bioresearch Area 12, where they keep them contained in 10 by 10 by 5 meter tanks that are kept partially filled with sewage and other
Oh my
organic
gosh.
material for them
You
to feed
already
on.
know those things
Of course,
smell
it is of the
grimy.
utmost importance that these containers are never connected to any other plumbing systems, either
Good.
internal or external.
Yeah, keep them
With
things
several
separate.
specimens contained, the Foundation began researching the creatures in order to hopefully better understand them and how they were able to develop such complex hunting.
Guys, I mean, I respect the SCP Foundation and their love of knowledge. However, this is one of those things that I don't think we need to learn more about. I think we need to burn it with the flamethrower. I think we need to send it to Area 51 and explode it with a nuke. I think we should send it all the way to outer space, past Uranus, into the unknown.
Techniques. Research was also approved to find out whether they could be used as a sort of waste disposal system in certain extreme circumstances.
Wait a
such as
second,
with
what?
SCP-2717, a mass of living animal tissue that has grown to line nearly 4 kilometers of sewer pipes beneath Amsterdam.
Again, I did
A
not
small
need to know
number of
this.
SCP-153 instances were approved for release into the wild in order to test whether they could stall the spread of 2717.
Wait a second, they were released? What are we doing, guys?
However, this experiment was halted following some disturbing new reports.
Thank you.
More missing person reports came to the Foundation's attention that bore the hallmarks of an SCP-153
What did they think?
attack.
What did they
These new
think would
reports
happen?
were not limited to people who vanished.
Use
after
your
bathing.
brains!
It now appears that SCP-153 has further adapted and
What?
has begun to emerge not just from showers and bathtub
Oh,
drains,
not the toilet.
but now also from
No,
sinks,
sinks.
and yes, even toilets.
Oh my gosh, I
The
am
Foundation is unaware
eating
of
Taco
just
Bell
how
every
many
single day now.
instances of SCP-153
I am going to light up that drain worm every time I set foot in a bathroom.
continue to exist in the wild, but there's no doubt that many continue to live and hunt undetected in sewers around the world. This anomaly, which has been classified as Euclid, is taken very seriously by the Foundation, and any reports of people who go missing from bathrooms are immediately investigated for signs of SCP-153. Field agents are to be equipped with infrared and ultraviolet sensors, which can bypass SCP-153's camouflage, and if specimens are able to be captured alive, then they are to be brought to Area 12 for further research. But don't bother worrying too much the next time you step into the tub.
Okay,
If you've
I
been
won't.
targeted by SCP-153, there's not much you'll be able to do anyway.
Oh,
and your worries will soon be
thanks.
going down the drain.
Appreciate
along
that.
with whatever remains of you.
Thanks for the hope, Dr. Bob. Yeah, all right, guys, that's the end of that. That's Dreamworms. I hope you guys don't have nightmares tonight. Smash like if you enjoyed, and click right here to learn more about SCPs.